Take a nice big inhale. Ground in a nice big exhale. Allow yourself some space right now in this time and space together. Whether you're indoors or outdoors, maybe you can get outdoors for this time together. Kick off your shoes anywhere you are. Brought some fresh sage out for you today. Well, every day, but I was like digging in the bag today for you. Bless me. Excuse me. In my German culture, they say when you sneeze, it means something good is happening. Just trying to get a little fire. We've got, can't tell, but there's just a little hint of a breeze. Use one of our cards. So, how you doing? How you doing on this Monday? I think today marks our month together of filming. Hola! Hi! How are you? ¿Cómo estás? Tell me how you are. And tell me maybe something, how do you feel about the word love? How do you feel about the word risk-taking? So today I'm going to talk about love and risk-taking. What does that bring up in you when I say that? Have you ever done any risk-taking with love? Thought I'd wear my earpieces today so you could hear my breath better. Better microphone, especially outside. I'm learning how to take some risks, right? Listening to my mentors, listening to my coaches that help me. Risking outside of my own comfort zone. So just inhaling all this sage for you right now, the fire within you. Giving the fire all that you're willing to risk, right? Can you believe that we're heading towards the end of October and we're in November, coming to the completion of 2020, but not the completion of love and not the completion of risk-taking. So there's still plenty of time for you. So slow down. And let's reset yourself right now on love. Love myself to use my other arm. What is love? How is love rooted in your life? Did it feel good? Did it feel not so good? How did it feel to risk take in your life? Were you pushed into risking for all forms of succeeding? Were you risking to be courageous, to learn about yourself? How was risk-taking introduced to you? Was it overzealous? Was it you were weak if you did a little risk-taking and then the outcome didn't turn out maybe the way that you risked? And are you willing to come back to resetting, risking in love for yourself, that whatever it is that you need for you is available? Where would you like to risk in your life still right now? Like, I've always loved hats. I've loved hats my whole life. I wore them. I used to wear them all the time, and I still do when I can. But today I thought I'd, just, hey, bring my hat out for a little, you know, journey, risk-taking journey, right, together. Right here in my backyard. Like, I don't need to wait for an occasion out there, just to risk right here, right? That everything is right here. So what are you willing to risk right within yourself with love, right within yourself? Like, I'm doing a lot of risk taking, going live every day for myself to be here for y'all. But it really, you know, took loving myself to get out of the way, to risk past my old paradigm thinking, maybe that I didn't know enough or have the right content, or what if I didn't have the right equipment, or what if I didn't say the right thing, or what if, right? So flinging all those, you know, old paradigm thinking, negative thought forms right out and off, and putting a new hat. This is my new hat of love, right? It's not a new hat, but it's a you know, we wear a lot of hats in life. Like, we wear our human hat, our business hat, maybe you know, your feminine hat, your masculine hat, your lover hat, your boss hat, your mom hat, your dad hat, your daughter hat, your son hat, your aunt hat, your uncle hat, your father, your mother. What did I say? You know what I'm trying to say. All your different hats. Maybe you have to be the handyman one day, the accountant one day, the CEO person one day, the marketing person one day, the photographer another moment. So all these different hats. But have you come back to putting on the hat, back to love, back to truth, back to resetting yourself in, you know, knowing who you are through the divine, just simply the divine. Becoming you, risk-taking today, and like, probably maybe a big, deeper way. I'm going to put my shell down for a moment. In a deeper way for yourself around love. So I brought the card, you know, some love cards out for you. You can put your intentions in here. You can call in help from your angels and your guides, and just, this is timeless, so no matter what time, the wind is starting to, the wind is starting to pick up a little bit. And just putting your intention in here is, what do you need to risk take in love? I'm going to read you a quote right now from my favorite. He's one of our angels, and I've been working with him for 29 years probably. I'm going to do a class is coming up that I'm going to have that's all around this. Love. So, Leo Buscaglia. The greatest hazard in life is to risk nothing. The person who risks nothing, does nothing, has nothing, is nothing, and becomes nothing. He may avoid suffering and sorrow, but he simply cannot learn and feel and change and grow and love and live. So I'm going to read that to you again. The person who risks nothing, does nothing, has nothing, is nothing, and becomes nothing. He may avoid suffering and sorrow, but he simply cannot learn and feel and change and grow and love and live. So in order to love and live, you have to, you know, risk. You have to, you can't just avoid the suffering, right? Where have you avoided risk-taking because you felt like it was going to maybe feel like it was going to be painful or suffering to you? So I just want you to know that, like, I do something risk-taking every single day, right? And I want you to just look at yourself. It doesn't have to be a big, grandiose thing, but are you changing the needle just a little bit? Maybe it's getting up and showering, doing your dishes, making a phone call, an email, coming on live, writing a resume, getting the new job you want, leaving a relationship that you need, standing up to your children, standing up to your mate. What is it? What is it? You know, the list can go on and on. Standing up to your anxiety, standing up to your negative thought form, standing up to your old paradigm thinking. So take a breath right into that space. Let some of, let that off your shoulders. Woo, give it up, 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 give it up. Okay? Let's see what's in your cards right now. Breathe. So I'm going to read you one more quote from Leo. You cannot control what happens to you, but you can control your attitude toward what happens to you. It's like that saying, it's not happening to you, it's happening for you. So the quote is, there are two big forces at work. Breathe. External and internal. We have very little control over external forces such as tornadoes, earthquakes, floods, and disasters, illnesses and pain. What really matters is the internal force. What's happening here? What's happening in here? How do I respond to those disasters? That's the key. How do we react and not react? Over that, I have complete control. Leo, Leo. So, 3 cards came to read. We'll see what they have to say. So sit back, take some breaths. Inhaling, exhaling. See what wants to come first. Connecting to your divine. Okay. Children. Your love life is being affected by children. So does that resonate with you in any way? Just sit back and breathe. Let's read on that. Inhale. Exhale. Children. Your love life is being affected by children. The romance angel sent you this card because children are a significant factor in your love life. Either you want them or your partner have kids who are influencing your love life. Boy, have I been there before. Breathe on that. Don't let them have that power and control. Take your risk take your control, your power back. They can't control you. Your kids, their kids. This is a factor to consider when you desire to improve your romantic future. The angels honor and support all expressions of love, and they're willing and able to help you with any issue concerning children. Take a breath. How much power do you give children? It's safe to still be the boss. In addition, it's safe to be the boss without abuse, and I just wanted to make sure that channeled through, right? We're not in that old paradigm of, demeaning and abuse can, be an authority figure. Y'all see that bee that's buzzing in front of the camera? Right, give some sweet love, right? Buzz with love now. It doesn't have to sting, and when you give love to the bees and the insects, they just buzz away. So you can send love to your new paradigm of how you want to parent your children, your mate's children, other children's, or maybe it's children that are grown children and you just aren't going to give, them that power. In addition, this card can signify that your or your partner's inner child is affecting your relationship. So did something happen to you or your partner that's affecting your romantic relationship? This may mean there's a need for playfulness or lighthearted spirit. It's time to play again. Or it could signal that it's time to heal a childhood emotional wound. Or could there get some healing around some wounds that, a butterfly just landed, some wounds that happened as a child. Can you do some work separately, together? I help people individually and couples, so if you want to do some breath work on that, you can see me. There's so many resources out there that can help that. Getting back to the wounds, putting play back into the wounds, breath back in there. The loving nature of your inner child and children is in general is supportive of healing work, especially when its intention is to bring in more love. So play some games. I like to hula hoop. My daughter and I and her fiance, we love to play games. My family and I, we like to play games. So where can you put some fun back around that inner child? So let me see which one wants to come out next. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive, and that is the truth. That's why I had that. That's one, I think it was like a month ago. That's one of our first lives together, was talking about hygiene. When you love yourself enough to, dress for you and shower for you and it doesn't have to be fancy. It can be you. Like, have you done things out of love for somebody else? I had an ex one time that I had to dress to please that person, right? Now there's times to please somebody, oh yeah, like, ooh, they like me in that, right? But do you like yourself in that? So don't ever make yourself uncomfortable to make somebody else comfortable. You can get uncomfortable to get comfortable learning new things, but the whole of it is that you have to be comfortable. So I love playing dress up, I love costumes, I love to, try new things, but it has to work for me. But that's the whole point of trying new things and risk taking, is that you try and you're like, I like this, it works for me. It doesn't work for me, no bueno, move on, right? So that's the whole point of one breath, one exhale there. Each one is different, like a snowflake. Each breath is shaped differently, designed differently. Each love intention is a new beginning and a new life. Every exhale is a place of letting go, of a death. So like I'm living a lot more in my life. I did some huge risk taking over the weekend. I did some huge risk taking this morning via contacts, right? Believing in myself, putting myself out there, and it takes shaping and reshaping, and not keep picking up that old crap, right? Old poo poo. Quit picking up something that doesn't work. So that's part of loving yourself first. I'm not going to peek on the next one yet. So breathe. And I know that I always go a little over my time. Know that I turn these into videos on my YouTube channel, and because we need breath work for everything. So you can continue on at any time. Push stop and play and like and subscribe and share, because sharing is caring. Because there's been a lot of mental illness in my family. There's been suicide thoughts, attempts. We've all known somebody who's gone through something. We've all gone through something, big or small. So how we can share things is how we can help people, right? So sometimes how I can't help somebody, but I can share something that maybe that person might need. And that's part of loving, right? Loving myself enough to say, I'm going to risk and share because it might help somebody. So loving myself, and loving yourself is taking a good love risk. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So breathe in that romance, breathe in that where do you not feel attractive? And where can you allow yourself to feel attractive right here, right now? Take a breath. Where can you risk to feel attractive today, right now in this moment? Where has somebody picked on you? Where have you picked on you? Let's add some breath. If you desire more romance, first look at yourself in a caring and non-critical way, of course. The more you love who you are, the greater your capacity to feel loved by others. This means trusting yourself to take good care of you. And it may entail becoming more assertive. Don't worry. You can still be very lovable while affirming your boundaries. So I'm going to say that last one again. Don't worry. You can still be very lovable while affirming your boundaries. So I just felt vibration through my feet go up, through the roots, that it's safe to have boundaries. It's safe to soften those hardships around boundaries, that speaking your truth doesn't have to feel hard. Risk-taking doesn't have to be hard. It can start feeling love and lovable, and love can start feeling soft when you think about it for yourself. So what is it? Like my cat right here. My cat's so soft, right? So I love animals. They're soft. It's like I didn't like dolls when I was a child. I like stuffed animals. So it's like all my stuffed animals came to life, right, through my pets. So soften it. Perhaps this means spending some time alone instead of in a relationship. Do you feel yourself up in other relationships outside of you instead of spending time with yourself? During this period, you can delve into introspection to understand the patterns of your love life. Ultimately, you can take responsibility for attracting and agreeing to every relationship you've had, whether it's one with yourself, whether it's one with your family, whether it's one in a loving relationship, one in your friendships, one in your with any co-workers, just anywhere, one with strangers, anywhere, your children. To heal your heart, find the blessing and lessons you've gained from each one. Maybe it's time to do a timeline. For instance, have you become stronger, more independent, or more patient as a result of your prior partnerships? If so, let everything else from the past go except for the lessons and the love. This card emphasizes the importance of loving yourself first, especially as you prepare for your next relationship or heal the one you're in. Take a breath right there. Preparing for the one you're in with yourself right now, so you can be in ones around you and what you're calling in. As you gain self-respect, you'll begin attracting more loving people into your life. This will lead to healthy friendships and romances based upon mutual respect. So feel that mutual respect. Oh, we did that one, and our last one here is attraction. Right? When you have boundaries and self-respect, you have attraction, you're more attractive. You can attract what you want, right? You attract romance, love, by enjoying this moment fully. Take a breath in that. Like a good friend, the romance angels send you this card to tell you the truth. Feel that. It's your turn. The best way to have more romance in your life is through attraction rather than through strenuous effort. You are most attractive when you're fully enjoying yourself in the present. Your joyful laughter. And if you have to make it up, you know, if you haven't laughed in a while, if you have to put on a laugh, if you have to like create it, like get in there, find it, laugh with someone, laugh with yourself. Find some expression in that. You are most attractive when you're fully enjoying yourself in the present. Your joyful laughter, self-expression, and body language is beautiful, are beautiful. In contrast, any stress you experience as you strain to find romance pushes against the stream of life. Could be in a relationship you're in. Are y'all playing tug of war in your romance life, you know, in your relationship with each other? Is someone needing to be in control? Strain comes from a place of fear with an underlying worry. Maybe I won't receive this. The fear that attracts the very thing you worry about. So that fear that you're putting out is what you're attracting back. Stress creates wrinkles, bodily tension, a constrictive voice, digestive issues, heart palpitations, and on and on and on and on and on. Restless sleep, eating too much, not eating enough, addictions, can keep going on, and other unattractive characteristics. So go smell a rose and put maybe that rose spray that I was talking about the other day in my video. Make some rose spray and enjoy its fragrant beauty. Allow yourself simple pleasures. Go buy yourself some flowers. Go smell your garden. Allow yourself simple pleasures that lead to great joy. Affirm frequently that you are loved and lovable. So right now say, I am loved and I am lovable. And say to yourself, I love you. And even say your name, I love you. I'll say, I love you, Beth. I love you, Sage. Affirm frequently that you are loved and lovable. Visualize a wonderful romantic relationship with a great partner. Take excellent care of yourself and follow your inner guidance. Via the law of attraction, you'll draw romantic love to you through your own attractive nature. So feel that, feel that, feel that. Sophia Gaia giving you a bunch of beautiful love. Mother Earth, Pachamama, Father Sky, all that feminine goddess in you, the divine masculine holding you, comforting you, supporting you, that let the war be over and let the soft comfort come in. That simple reset. All is well, all is well. Every inhale, every thought, every moment, every second, every minute. Every hour. The collective hours in the day. The only like you need is the like that God created, Creator created you, Spirit the Divine, already liked you to be. Letting go of the outside, diving into the love on the inside. Going back into the I ams, remembering that Creator is always saying, you are enough. Asking you to say, I am enough. It's like the echo. You are, I am. You are, I am. So hum. So back to your frequency of love. Om. Home. Om is home. You are Om. You are home. You are art. You are smart. You are love. You are joy. You are light. You are amazing. You are the delicious, beautiful, bright light of the universe. Just be in that, bathe in that, know that, love on that, respect that, value that. Feel all the elements loving on you. Always your guides, always the divine, never separate, always one. So it is. So it is. And so it is. Te amo, te amo, te amo. I love you, I love you, I love you. So it is, and so it is, and so it is. Aho. 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 Love you guys. Thank you for being here. I'll see you again tomorrow. Remember, you can catch all of my replays on my Facebook, Beth Hart and Healing, and YouTube, Beth Hart and Healing, and my website, where all my services are, BethHartandHealing.com. Remember, you need breathwork for everything, and I'm here to help you on your journey, but remember that you help yourself. Write down some list of what you need help with, and then see how you can do something yourself and where you need to reach out for help. So the best thing you can do for yourself sometimes is knowing that you need to ask for help. 1-800, you're not alone. Ask for help. There isn't anything too small, too big. The divine is available always. There's a resource for something and everything. I love you. Ciao.